Now, thing with the Python block here, you might be asking yourself, hey, did you ask AI to write this code for you? It's like, no, of course not. I'm a proper developer. I copied and pasted it from Stack Overflow instead, okay? Hey, all, this is Ted Hansen, the obsolete agent here. Just doing a kind of a weekly recap. I think I'm going to do these on Sunday in the afternoon. I'll upload these here. If that schedule works for you guys, definitely leave a comment. Also, while you're doing that, feel free to give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps us, get this out to people who might need to hear it, and also tells me that, hey, you actually like what I'm doing here, so that enables me to keep doing it. So I figure I could go through this big, boring, long explanation of what I built, but I figured probably the best way to do this is kind of just show you this thing in action, and then we'll break it down after the fact. All right, so here we go.
Thanks for calling ABC Cleaning and Restorations. This is Angie on a recorded line. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I want to get a pressure wash done on my house.
Great. I can definitely help schedule an estimate for a house wash. What's your full name, please?
Just call me Ted.
Perfect, Ted. And what's the best phone number to reach you at?
Yeah, it's 931 555 1234.
Got it. 931-555-1234. And what's the property address where we'd be doing the house wash?
Yeah, it's 2113 Memorial Boulevard, Springfield, Tennessee, 37172.
Awesome. Thanks, Ted. So that's 21 Memorial Boulevard, Springfield, Tennessee, 37172. We do cover that area. So when were you hoping to have the estimate done? Any preference for a day or time frame? I'll note we schedule in Central Time and can book next business day up to 2 weeks out.
Okay, so that's as far as we've got built on this here. So let me kind of break through everything, and we will kind of show you how exactly we built it all here. So it all started here in Claude. First, shout out here to Flow Automations for really helping me create the prompt for the voice agent with this tool that they have there. It's the voice prompting assistant Claude project that I was able to get from them there. Okay, essentially, basically, it gives some instructions, gives a knowledge base optimization guide, and then I used that to create this prompt here. I just said, hey, let me create a new prompt for an appointment setting voice agents, pressure washing company named ABC Cleaning and Restorations. They're not actually in business anymore. The owner has retired. So appointments are managed on a Google Calendar, which is exactly how he ran his business when it was still running. And really just want to make sure that, we don't overbook him too much there. So put that in. Claude gave me, hey, answer these 18 questions for me here. And then it gave this prompt. So then basically all we did is we copied that. We came over here to Retell AI. We logged into our account. We're going to create an agent, voice agent, single prompt agent, create. But we've already got one created. And then we just copy and pasted this into this box right here, as you can see right here. Right. Some other things that we did here, we switched from GPT 4.1 to GPT 5 because it is cheaper and better. Okay. And then we had to build one function in here for checking the service area, which is how we're going to get into n8n. I did change some of the speech settings here. I did enable the back channeling. I had to turn the back channel frequency all the way down to 0.4 because this was getting kind of annoying at higher levels. I mean, even at 0.6, it was still a little bit much there. And then we had the speech normalization because we wanted to make sure that, everything was going to sound like, a human. Yeah, like that's usually a good thing. People want to at least believe they're talking to a human, even if they're not. Okay. So after they got the address, I don't know if you were watching the screen here, but this waiting symbol turned into a play button here. And then it went through everything here. So let's kind of go through the setup for n8n with Retell. So the check service area function right here, basically check service area, make sure the requested service address isn't within 50 miles of the business. This post endpoint is going to come from n8n. We're just going to say, hey, we just need the caller's address, pass that through as a string. Okay. And then it's going to receive that from here. Okay. And then we'll see, this is what we got. It sends over quite a bit, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need all of that there. This is the URL that we posted into the check service area for it to call there. It's a post, and then we made sure to change respond from immediately to using respond to webhook notes. That way it actually waits for the result before it returns anything back. It took me about 30 minutes of testing to realize that, whoops, I forgot to change that. So it's all right. We're all learning as we go here. Okay. Another thing I tried to do is within this Python code here, I tried to do the HTTP request inside the Python code. n8n did not like that at all. So we have to do this a little bit separately then. So what we did here is we just called OpenStreetMap.org. Basically, this is free. Like, as long as you don't call it more than like once a second, you're going to be fine. Right, and eventually what we wanted to do is we wanted to grab the address to send that in the query. So essentially we just went over here and we said address, and then we scrolled down, and there it is right there. Okay, and we scrolled, grabbed this, scrolled over here, boom, there it goes. And we said we wanted this back as a JSON object. So then this is the response that we got. And then we took this response and we passed that over to the Python block here. Now, thing with the Python block here, you might be asking yourself, hey, did you ask AI to write this code for you? It's like, no, of course not. I'm a proper developer. I copied and pasted it from Stack Overflow instead, okay? So that was the # that I grabbed from Stack Overflow there because did I remember that from my days in college? No. No, I did not remember that. Apparently, that's how you find the distance between points on a sphere if you know the radius of it, essentially, and where they're located. Now, the Earth is not a perfect sphere, so this is just getting us close enough here, okay? We already know the business latitude and longitude. I just grabbed that from Google Maps. Spoiler, that's a mail receiving facility, so yeah, you're not gonna find anything there. So this input first.json here is what came back from the HTTP request. And then we need to grab the geocode result lat and long. We can literally do that just by dragging and dropping these over here. And then we'll check the distance using this # function that we created. And then if it's in range, cool. If it's not in range, not cool. Also, before we do any of the calculations, we're going to return, hey, if this address is no good, go get another one. Check it again, okay? But in this case, everything passed, proved true in the service area, and then so that is respond to webhook. That is what was passed back to Retell so that it knows that, hey, we can go ahead and proceed with this particular address. So I've got a little bit more work to do here. It did drop some of the address off of that there, so again, it's not perfect. It still requires some more refinement, but I'm going to keep working on this. So next on the agenda is we're going to integrate the Google Calendar into this next week, and then we also need to take into account like buffer times, travel times between appointments. So if y'all enjoyed that, hey, feel free to give us a like, give us a subscribe, so that way you always know when things are coming up here. Anyway, so this has been Ted Hansen, the obsolete agent. Really, I know my name. I know how to do this. And we'll see you next time.